So 10 years ago, I had my second real bad car accident. My insurance company, first thing they did after I left the hospital was sent me right to a pain management specialist, and immediately my first month there was prescribed OxyContin in super high doses, and it just went up and up and up from there. And 2 years into it, right before they shut all the doctors down, I think I was up to 240 30 milligram oxycodone tablets a day or a month, so 12 a day or something, along with OxyContin, along with Xanax, enough medications to kill a horse. It still wasn't enough, because the more you take, the more you need. So I was actually going to a doctor every week because there was no regulations on how many doctors you could see. So I was getting prescribed probably about 1,000 pills a month. One day I went to a doctor's appointment and the doctor's office was no longer there. No phone call, no none of that. Peeping through the window of this office building, and there's not even a filing cabinet. Everything's gone, furniture's gone, curtains are gone. So I went from being prescribed that much medication every month to not even having a doctor. So basically I was left with a really, really, high tolerance and high addiction and no way to legally get my medication. So, ashamed as I am to say it, I basically took on shoplifting for a living. I would call all my drug dealers and ask them what they wanted, and whatever they wanted or needed, I would go to the store and steal it and bring it to them. I did that for about 10 years, in and out of jail, grand theft here, petty theft there. There wasn't a year in the past decade that I didn't spend at least 90 days incarcerated in some kind of correctional facility. I didn't want recovery. I thought, I was too ashamed to admit I had a problem or whatever. I can do it on my own. I got this. I don't need help. Till one day in a courtroom, I was in on a VOP, and there's not a lengthy period. There's nothing for them to prove. I violated my probation. Now it's time to be sentenced. So I went to court. I signed 40 months, Department of Corrections, state of Florida. I was at the podium. I was handcuffed. I was ready to turn around and be fingerprinted and sent on a bus up to Orlando. And out of nowhere, my public defender forgot to turn off her cell phone, and it started vibrating on the podium. And the whole court stopped. She's, "Your Honor, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry." She holds up her phone, and it was Harvest House. Harvest House texted her, "Evan Freed has been accepted." So the judge, thank God, withdrew my plea, accepted my new plea of Harvest House, followed by, house arrest and some probation. I look back on that court date, and I was in the mindset of, it is what it is, I'm going to prison. It was a miracle. It was a complete miracle. God stepped in and said, "No, you're not. You're gonna go get help. You're gonna leave your ego and your pride behind. You're gonna go get the help you need, and you're gonna make me proud." My first day at Harvest House, I won't lie, I was scared. I didn't know what to expect until I saw Tucker's smiling face. I'd never met this man a day in my life, and the entire ride from the jail to here, all he did was ask me questions. "What are you gonna do? You need work? I got you. You need to get a phone? I got you." A man I've never met in my life is willing to do anything and everything he can to help me, somebody he's never met, straight out of jail. As soon as I was introduced to anything Harvest House, it was love from the very start. The main thing that's helped me keep sober this long that I learned at Harvest House is service work, period. Going out of your way to help somebody instead of helping yourself. It was grueling, it was brutal, but I did it. I made it through the steps, and now just to give back, I come every Thursday and I bring at least 2 other guys with me that have all worked the steps and that are able to sponsor guys here. We meet at the church. I don't know how many times over felon, and I'm trusted with the keys to the church to bring in a meeting and try to help people. It's amazing. I used to think that I needed drugs or I needed alcohol to be happy or to get through my day or to fit in, or to laugh or to smile. And it's the complete opposite. Now that I've come to Harvest House and I've done the recovery thing, and I'm continuing to do it, and I'm staying involved and I'm staying connected, playing softball, It's like, it's the last thing I need. All I needed to do is be true to myself. And this place, you know, is full of people that believe in you. And because of that belief, you start believing in yourself.